I am in the mood for a massive declutter. Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Stephanie from the Farmhouse Mom. I typically upload twice a week. Right now I am on a Saturday only upload. So it's about 9:30, and so we are gonna work from 9:30 to about 12:30 or 1, and we are gonna see what we can do to declutter several rooms in our house. We're gonna take all our stuff to the thrift store. First, let's have a protein shake, and then I'm gonna give you a tour of the house, the problem areas that I'm wanting to focus on for these next 2 days, and I'll show you what system I am going to use to try to get this all accomplished. So here's the state of my house right now. So the kitchen is pretty clean. However, I have my soap making products out here, and I need to find a place for them. I also have some thrifted items that are on the table that I need to either sell on Poshmark or decide if I'm going to donate them. I've got my Halloween items that I pulled out. My son has already started pulling them out. And also we are getting a new couch. So I need to clean this couch, scrub it, put it on Facebook Marketplace, and I need to get the living room all ready for our new couch to come in on Wednesday. So that's why I'm trying to do Monday and Tuesday. I'm trying to do a major blast and get through some of these really tough problem areas that I'm ignoring, that if I get these things done, it will make it so much easier to keep everything organized. So let me show you the other two major problems that I'm going to be working on. Okay, the first is the pantry. I have redone this pantry so many times, and I have not cleaned it for, oh my gosh, it's probably been like 3 months. So I've got like my butternut squash from my garden. Everything is just kind of like shoved in. And I have just got to go through and get rid of this, get it organized once and for all, and get that taken care of. The other massive thing that I'm gonna do is, tackle the upstairs. So here's my problem. All of my Poshmark stuff that I buy that I'm gonna sell, I put it here. It makes this huge mess here on the stairs. And then it also comes up here and I get clutter there. And here's the really bad part, guys. Okay, here is the worst part, the playroom. This is bad because we have way too many toys. So what are we gonna be doing today, Jackson? Donating toys. And then again, my Poshmark stuff gets just all over the place. So this is a huge mess, especially up here. It actually was cleaned a couple weeks ago, but I started rearranging all of my reselling Poshmark things and everything just got everywhere. So we are going to do a 3-hour blast with the boys, and we are going to try to just have a massive declutter and get rid of everything we can. And then hopefully we'll be able to start organizing. Here's another major project I'm going to do. I have this dresser up here that I'm going to try to refinish, but here's the system that we're going to use. So I'm just going to have these 2 laundry baskets, and that's going to be my Poshmark items. These are items that need to be returned. This is going to be garbage. That is thrift store items. That is Poshmark that I need to sell. And this is going to be donate. Okay, my first major declutter is going to be in here in my son's playroom. And I'm just going to go through all of these just massive tubs of stuff and try to get rid of, we're going to try to get rid of like 80% of everything. So let's go. Okay, this is what we got done on our first room. All of this, so this we need to give to my sister. She will use that for her nieces and grandkids. And then we have this entire bag that we are going to donate. So it's definitely not, you know, we didn't get rid of half in here or 80% in here, but this is the stuff that he normally plays with and all the other things in the other room. Hopefully we can get rid of quite a few of those items. So let's go ahead and get rid of these. And then I also have just a random basket of stuff I'm not sure what to do with. So I'm just going to keep that here. And then we at least are going to be able to get all of these things out of this room. Are you ready? We got to get rid of a lot of stuff, okay?
Okay.
All right, let's go. This is probably going to be like an hour and a half, so let's do it. I'm so excited. So I have this here, which I'm going to send to my sister because she needs baby toys. And then we're donating all of this. I'm so excited. These are my thrift items I still need to take care of, but look at everything we're getting out of the house. And this is only just in 2 hours. And then I do have some Amazon returns there. So let's get this stuff in the car and then I'll get some kitchen stuff. So excited. It has not even been 3 hours and we already went through all of that stuff, and we are on our way home from the thrift store where we donated everything, and now we're gonna have lunch and we're gonna keep on cleaning.
So we did do a little bit more cleaning upstairs, but we had to take a break and do some homeschool. And I usually start dinner by lunchtime or even earlier in the day, but I had some freezer meals prepared, and so we had some really delicious stuffed peppers, and I've really gotten into freezer meals lately. So if you want to see some freezer meal videos, I'm going to have that coming up within the next month.
Okay, so it's the next day. I was hoping to get some more stuff done last night, but I was so tired and the ragweed has been so awful. I just conked in bed at like 8:30. So I'm gonna go milk my goats. I have 2 babies that I'm still bottle feeding, and then it's 8 o'clock right now. So hopefully I'll be in at 8:30, and I'll have from 8:30 to 3:30. To get some things organized and clean. So let's see what we can get done today. Girl, you're getting fat. Okay, I'm done milking. So there's a couple things I need to do. I got these new jars from Amazon, and so I'm going to redo my spice drawer. I'll show you that later. And then I got new labels, and then I also got these awesome ball little wood little seal jars, and I think I may be able to, I got 12 of these, so I think I may be able to keep things organized in the pantry with that. So on my list today, I'm going to get the pantry decluttered. I'm going to declutter my soap making supplies and declutter my spice drawer. So I also have decided to donate my large carpet cleaners, as we don't have carpet in the house. It's mainly just hardwood floors, and I just bought a new Bissell little steam cleaner off of Amazon, so that'll be here tomorrow. So I have a couple of spots to clean on the couch. I'm home alone today, so my youngest is at an activity, so I'm going to try to get as much done as I can. So let's go. Let's take care of the soap stuff first. Okay, so I got the soap put away, I got the kitchen counter cleaned off, and now what I think I'm gonna do is just completely empty the entire pantry. So I get a little distracted with organizing, but I have to focus that I'm just decluttering for now. So I'm going to empty the entire pantry, put it all out on the table and on the counter, and I'm gonna group everything together like spices or baking goods, and then find the best way to put it back. So let's go. Okay, just a reminder, here's what we're looking at in the pantry. I have all of these butternut squash that I collected, and oh my gosh, everything is just, this is the only organized part. Everything is just kind of everywhere. So we're gonna empty everything out and then group it together. My husband also stopped by Sam's Club yesterday, so I have a couple of Sam's Club things that I have to put away as well. this is where I usually freeze and I'm not sure what to do. Let's get started on spices and do my spice drawer, and that will take care of a big chunk of it. My next biggest chunk was baking materials. So I don't really have a ton of junk food. However, I've got a teenage boy in the house and my husband, they're both naturally thin, and so they like chips and just like a small amount of junk food. That's about really the only terrible thing that they eat, because I cook almost all our baked goods. We have granola bars and we have chips. So that's kind of our guilty pleasure. And that's kind of the next biggest thing, because I'm packing lunches for the boys this year. And so I'm, keeping like a large amount of grab and go snacks. And that is something that I never had before. So I'm gonna have to make sure that I have a space there. So let's do spices, baked goods, and then the grab and go. And then we will decide what we can declutter. So let's go. This pantry is really tight to get in and out of, so I went ahead and just finished everything. And this is the end of Tuesday, and this is how I have things now. I've got my butternut squash, my snacks, and I still have to put away some dishes. And I might rearrange it just a little bit more. But I do think this is going to be so much more easier. And look how much is gone. And then over here, I've got all of my ice cream, my milk machine, and then supplements, and then my cream separator. And so I think I'm going to leave the curtain off just because. And here are my aprons. This is what I have to go through tomorrow. So I have some random lids. I've got some candle crafts that I'm gonna keep. This is my donation pile already. And these are the decisions I have to make about which canisters that I wanna keep. And then I have odds and ends and spices, all that stuff that you're left with. And I forgot to say, this is all the food that's going to the chickens and it expired. So I got a lot done today, and I'm going to pause and make dinner. I'm so glad that I made those freezer meals ahead of time, and I'm going to see what I can get done tomorrow. We'll see you tomorrow.
I'm looking for the legs.
Mr. Pillow, Mr. Pillow. What's in there, Dad?
Look at that.
Now, can I sit on it?
Not yet, honey.
The next day, I did a little bit more decluttering. I knew there were some glasses that were taking up a lot of space in the cupboard that we absolutely did not use. And then I was just left with my pile of thrift items and then also the leftover spices. I didn't want to throw them away because I do use them, and so I found 2 wire baskets and I put all of my spices in there, and I put them on the very top of the pantry above the microwave. I really think that I got the pantry in a very functional form, and I think now I can start to beautify it. I can start to look for baskets that will match on the shelves. I'm still not quite sure what to do with these canisters, if I'm going to keep them or sell them or give them away, but everything else is where it should be. I found a few more soap items that I have to take care of, and I have all of this that I got to donate. My house is already feeling so much more functional, which is what I really want, and I'm set up to really start getting organized. I love my new couch. My next project is changing the color of the fireplace because obviously that does not match now, and then we also are going to be decorating for Halloween soon. I hope you have a great weekend, and we'll see you back on the farm soon.